fun for you and me. Tikkabilla, Tikkabilla, watch and you will see. Things to do, people to meet. We've got the whole world at our feet. And Tikkabilla, Tikkabilla, it's a wonderful place to be.
Hello.
Oh, hello there, and welcome to Tikkabilla. We're in a band today, and I'm playing on my big bass drum.
And I'm going to be playing on my comb, but it's not an ordinary comb, because if I wrap it in this tissue paper and do a funny brrr sound, it sounds a little bit like a kazoo. Listen.
Ah, that's great. And for my big bass drum, I've used an old bucket and some string and 2 washing up brushes.
A band? Can I join in?
Oh, of course you can, Tamba.
What can I play?
How about a tambourine?
Tambas. Tambourine. What song are we going to play?
Well, there's only one song for our band to play. Are you ready?
Ready?
Oh, we can play on the big bass drum, and this is the music to it. Boom, boom, boom goes the big bass drum, and that's the way we do it.
Oh, we can play on Lorna's comb, and this is the music to it. Drip, drip, drip goes Lorna's comb, and that's the way we do it.
Violin next. Oh, we can play on the violin, and this is the music to it. A zig, zig, zig goes the violin, and that's the way we do it.
Oh, we can play on the tambourine, and this is the music to it. Zing, zing, zing goes the tambourine, and that's the way we do it.
That's the way we do it.
Well, playing my comb has made my lips go all funny, like a buzzy feeling. Maybe we'll see some buzzing creatures through the windows. How many windows? 1, 2, 3. Round, square or arched? Which one will it be? It's the round window. There are lots of different types of buzzing bee. Shall we have a look at some of them? This big fat bee is a bumblebee. It is quite big and round, and it makes a loud buzzing sound. You might have seen bumblebees visiting flowers in your garden. They are collecting pollen to take back to the nest. This bee has lots of pollen stuck to its legs. Look! Bumblebees build their nest underground. If it gets too warm in the nest, they all start to flap their wings really fast to keep it cool. You may have seen bees a bit like this one. This is a leafcutter bee. It cuts pieces out of leaves and takes them into its underground nest. The bits of leaf make cosy nests for its young. If you see holes like this in leaves in your garden, it might be a leaf cutter bee. They make their nests out of leaves. These are honeybees. Honeybees are so friendly we can keep them in hives so that they can make honey for us. Other bees can make honey too. These bees live in a very cold place. They live high up in the mountains, so they all huddle together to keep warm. These nests look like they're just made up of lots and lots of bees, but under all the bees is a honeycomb full of sweet honey. These men are using smoke to drive the bees away from the nest. Bees don't like smoke. Now they can chop off some of the honeycomb full of honey to take home for tea. The bees can go back to their nests now, and the people can go home with their basket of honeycomb.
Now take a look at this, Tamba. These are honeybees, and they're inside a glass-sided hive so that we can have a look and all the hard work that's going on. Now this section up here, it's called a honeycomb, and it's usually made of wax, and it's where the bees make the honey.
Oh. Why does that bee look different from all the others?
What, this one down here? Now this is a very special bee. That's the queen bee, and she's got a little white mark on her back that's been put there by the beekeeper, so the beekeeper can keep an eye on her. Now normally she's the only female in the hive that can lay eggs.
So she's had to lay lots of eggs to make all these bees.
That's right.
What a busy bee.
Hey, do you know how many bees are in this beehive?
Lots.
There's over 1,000 bees.
Wow.
Yep. But in a full-size group of bees, and they're called a colony, they can produce every summer up to 100 pots of honey.
100?
Yeah.
Wow, that's a lot.
That's right. Now, the bees eat a lot of the honey themselves.
Do they?
But what they don't eat, we can have to eat on our toast in the morning.
Yummy.
Now, look here. I've got a fresh piece of honey right from the beehive.
Oh, that looks yummy.
Does, doesn't it? Hey, I've got an idea. Should we try and count these bees?
Okay.
Okay. Right. One, two,
three,
look,
four,
4, 5. Oh,
five.
They keep running around. Oh, I don't know. 5,
6, 7.
One spider with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 legs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 spiders with 8 legs. 8.
4, 5, 6. Oh, hang on. No, 7.
7, 8.
No, wait. Oh, no.
9, 10.
Hello.
Oh, hello.
Wow, what a lot of bees. Oh, and what a lot of honey. Now, I need some honey for a recipe I'm doing. Is it all right if I take that?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah. Are you making something?
Yeah, but it's a surprise. Carry on counting.
All right.
Now, you come with me and I'll show you what I'm making.
Where are we, Tamba?
10, I think.
10? We'll be here all day.
Now, I said we were going to make something special. We're going to make some honey crispies. Now, for our honey crispies, we're going to need some lovely runny honey from our bees. Thank you very much, bees. Some chocolate spread. Some crispy rice. And some raisins. Now, I've placed 8 paper cake cases for our honey crispies, and we're going to need a great big bowl to mix everything in. Right, I think it's time to start. Let's start with our runny honey, shall we? There we go. Now we're going to need a nice big spoonful of this. Mmm. Cool, look at that. That's 1 spoon of honey. I want to get as much as I possibly can. Those bees have worked really hard for that honey. 4 big spoons of chocolate spread. Now you might need to use 2 spoons for this. I need 4 of these, so you're ready to count with me? 1. Well, this chocolate spread is definitely not runny. There's 2. There's... Oh, it won't come off. 3. Last one. There's 4. Right, now we need to sprinkle our raisins in. And sprinkle our crispy rice. Crispy rice snow. There we go. Now let's mix it all together. Now, I've got to make sure that our crispy rice is covered in honey and chocolate spread. Yeah, it's really sticky. But we're getting there. Now, so I think that's ready now. Right, let's put them into our cake dishes. Now, how many have we got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I think we should just about have enough to fill these. Let's start off with that one. 1. 2. These are very, very sticky. 3. 4. Well, how many have we got left? 1, 2, 3, 4. I think we should just about have enough. Oh, there we go. That's 5. 6. Oh, that's a big one. I think that one will be mine. 7. 'Last one. Let's make sure we scrape everything out of our bowl. Here we go. 8.
Something smells delicious here.
Look at those honey crispies.
Can I have one, please?
Oh, no, you can't. They need to go into the fridge.
Oh, all right then. Have to wait. Oh, sounds like the windows. Maybe we'll find out about some more food through them.
And while you're going to the windows, I'll put these in the fridge.
Right, good idea. Can't wait. Come on then. How many windows? 1, 2, 3. Round, square, or arched? Which one will it be? It's the square window.
I don't want chocolate. I don't want juice. I don't want that. I don't want apples.
How about some colourful halwa?
Yay!
You have to make it.
Okay. We need some semolina. We need the butter, sugar, chili, raisins, almonds, food colouring. Now we're ready to cook. Halwa is an Asian dessert.
Semolina.
We need the butter, sugar, chili, raisins, almonds, food colouring. Now we're ready to cook. Halwa is an Asian dessert.
Semolina. Go on then.
They're all in.
Sana is measuring out the semolina.
Stop. Are you ready with the spoon, Shabazz?
Yeah.
Brilliant. Well then, hold it with both. That's it.
And Shabazz is putting in the butter.
You have to knock it. Mommy's going to help you, okay? Because the cooker's on, and I need to mix.
Mum has to help them cook the halva.
Oh, that's done, Shabazz. It's going to look a beautiful brown, golden brown. Sana, can you see? Look, you have a look.
Yeah.
Look, lovely, and it smells lovely, and that means it's ready. That's it. Keep going.
That's the sugar.
Okay, you're going to put the sugar in here, Sana. That's it. Put the whole thing in. Brilliant. Okay?
No.
We need to put some water.
Hot.
Boiling hot. This is why I said I'll do that. Okay? Just give me a second. Look at that water. Okay?
Mix.
Yeah, put the spoon in gently and mix it. That's it. So now the syrup's ready. Can I have the red colour, please?
Okay.
Yep.
This is the red colouring. It'll make everything go red.
That's lovely.
What can I
Look at that. Do you want to mix that, Shabazz?
Okay.
That's a lovely colour.
Thank you. Can I have the wooden spoon back, please?
Woo!
Ooh, okay. Sana, can I have the other colour, please?
Can I do it? Can I do it?
Okay, you do the blue. I need to open it for you. It's tight. I don't... Oh, there we are. Okay, slowly now. I'll help you.
And this is the blue colouring.
That's lovely.
Can I mix?
Yes, use the spoon. There you
It's
go.
all gone blue. Ooh, light blue.
Pour in the syrup, the blue syrup, look, and mix it, okay? Please look, all the brown's gone.
It looks like Play-Doh.
Okay.
And now they're cool.
We need you to roll them out into a small ball and put it in the case.
That looks like fun.
Do you want to make another one?
I made 3.
You made 3, that's
I need
lovely.
3 more.
That's it.
6.
You've got all shapes and sizes. That's lovely.
We need to decorate them. Cherries, raisins, almonds. Now they're ready to eat. Yummy!
I bet they taste great.
Ooh, that made me feel really hungry.
Yeah, those sweets were
Yummy.
delicious. Oh, talking of delicious sweets, are those Honey Krispies ready yet, Lorna?
No, not quite. They just need to be in the fridge a little longer, just so they can set. Just so they don't fall apart in our hands.
Oh, I don't know. I'm not very good at waiting. Oh, that sounds like the Tikkabilla clock. I'll go and see what time it is so I can tell Lorna when her Honey Krispies are ready. Come on. Tikkabilla, Tockabilla, Tikkabilla, Tock. What's the time on the Tikkabilla clock? Let's have a look, shall we? Right then. Well, the long hand is pointing up to the number 12. So that means it's something o'clock. And the short hand is pointing down to the number 5. So that means it's 5 o'clock. But what's underneath? Well, it's a jar of sweets. I think Sammy's probably looking for something sweet too.
This is Sammy. He lives with his mum and dad, his sister Anuja, and his granddad Sonny. Sammy is 4.5 years old. And Sammy loves to daydream.
It was Friday, and Sammy was in his favourite sweet shop trying to decide how to spend his pocket money. Although the shop was small, it was stuffed from floor to ceiling with jars of sweets of every colour and flavour imaginable. Sammy stood and looked for some time, wondering whether to go for the chocolate beans or the pear drops or maybe something else. It was difficult, but in the end he chose the chewy, fruity sweets. The shopkeeper took down a jar and began to measure out the sweets, but there were hardly any left. "I'm afraid you'll have to wait a minute while I go and fetch some more," said the shopkeeper. "That's okay," said Sammy, who was quite happy to stand and look at the sweets for a bit longer, although the smell was starting to make his mouth water. Almost as soon as the shopkeeper had turned his back, something very strange happened. There were squeaks and murmurs and whimpers coming from the jars all around Sammy, almost as if the sweets were alive and moving. Up on the shelves, the noises grew louder and louder, and one of the jars began to wobble uncontrollably. Sammy was afraid it might fall and break when the lid suddenly flew off and marshmallows exploded across the shop. They began to bounce gleefully off the walls and ceiling, shouting, "Whee!" as they went. Sammy was wondering what to do when he heard a faint whistling sound from a shelf somewhere high above his head. It was quite dark in the shop, and Sammy couldn't see what was making the noise until it whizzed past his ear and landed on the counter in front of him. It bounced a few times and skidded along the polished worktop before crashing to a halt by the licorice bootlaces. Sammy peered over the edge of the counter to see what it was, and what he saw was a little man made entirely from sweets sitting on a sherbet flying saucer. "Come on, help me!" he called to Sammy, who was trying to avoid being hit. "We've got to get them back in the jar before they break something." And he grabbed a passing marshmallow, flew up to the shelf and dropped it into the top of the jar. But no sooner had he let go than the marshmallow jumped out again and was back, flying around with his friends. Sammy reached out and grabbed a handful as they whizzed past. He stuffed them into the jar and put the lid on quickly so they couldn't get out. The sweet man flew backwards and forwards across the shop so fast that all Sammy could see was a pink blur. He grabbed the mischievous marshmallows one by one and dropped them into the jar which Sammy was holding. But as fast as he worked, there still seemed to be hundreds more bouncing all over the shop. Then, in the midst of it all, the shopkeeper reappeared. The marshmallows froze in midair. "Right, here we are," he said, and went back to weighing out the fruity chews. Luckily, the shopkeeper had forgotten to put his glasses on and was too busy squinting at the scales to notice the marshmallows as they flew back into their jar. Sammy put the lid on and slid them onto the shelf. The sweet man, on his flying saucer, doffed his cap and ducked behind a jar of jelly beans, and the shopkeeper didn't see a thing. Sammy bought his sweets and said goodbye. Outside, while he walked up the street to meet his mother, he felt something moving in his pocket. He reached in and pulled out a marshmallow. It bounced up and down in the palm of his hand a few times, squeaking, then hopped off along the pavement back to the shop. "Come on, Sammy," called his mother. "Stop daydreaming." Sammy popped a fruity chew in his mouth and ran to meet her. He wasn't so sure that he had been daydreaming.
Lorna, are those Honey Krispies ready yet?
No, sorry. You'll have to be a little bit more patient.
I don't know, Tamba. I can't wait for those yummy Honey Krispies. Hey, I know. Why don't we play a game while we're waiting?
Yeah.
Right then. Well, this is called the shopping game. Yeah. Now, what you have to do is visit the shops. So I say, I went to the shops and I bought some apples. And then the next person has to visit the shops and buy some apples and then something else and add to the shopping list. Yeah? All right then. Are you ready?
Okay, shall I start?
Yeah, go on then, you start.
I went to the shops and I bought a bouncy ball.
Oh, good one.
Right, me next. I went to the shops and I bought a bouncy ball. and a hat.
Ah, right, my go. I went to the shops and I bought a bouncy ball, a hat, and some bananas.
Oh, is it my turn again?
Yeah.
Right. I went to the shops and I bought a bouncy ball,
Yeah.
a hat, and a banana. Oh, and something else?
Yeah.
A bicycle bell.
That's a nice one. Oh, right. I went to the shops and I bought a bouncy ball, a hat, bananas,
Right.
a bicycle bell, and a toothbrush.
Oh, right. Oh, no. So many things to remember. Right. I went to the shops and I bought... What was the first one? A bouncy ball. Yep. And a hat. And some bananas.
Ding, ding,
A bicycle bell. Of course, some yummy, scrummy porridge. Yum, 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 yum.
No, it was a toothbrush.
Oh, of
toothbrush,
course.
Justin.
I can't stop thinking about food.
Oh. Well, maybe if we sang our band song again, and let's try to remember what instruments we played.
Right then.
Maybe you can help us. Right. Shall we start with you, Tamba?
Okay.
Okay. Now, what instrument did Tamba play?
A tambourine.
That's right.
There you go, Tamba. Now, can you remember what instrument I played in the band? Shall I give you a clue? Yeah? It was my special comb.
That's it.
My kazoo comb.
And can you remember my instrument? It made a really loud noise like this. That's right. It was a big bass drum.
Are we ready then, band?
I think we are.
Well, let's go.
Oh, we can play on the big bass drum, and this is the music to it. Boom, boom, boom goes a big bass drum, and that's the way we do it.
Oh, we can play on Lorna's comb, and this is the music to it. Drip, drip, drip goes Lorna's comb, and that's the way we do it. Drip, 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 drip.
Oh, we can play the tambourine, and this is the music to it. Ting, ting, ting goes a tambourine, and that's the way we do it.
Oh, that's the way we do it.
Well, guess what? The Honey Crispies are ready.
Oh, at last. We've been waiting for ages.
There we go.
They are.
Look at those. Right, there's one for you, Justin.
Oh, thank you. Oh, wow. Looks
One for you, Tamba.
Thank you.
And one for me. Well, if you make Honey Crispies at home, I hope you enjoy them. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Tikkabilla,